Gina is buying a new car that costs 22,000. The dealer says the interest rate is 8% add-on for 5 years. Find the amount to be repaid. So the total amount A is the principal, that's 22,000, plus the interest. Interest is PRT. Okay, let's find this. So P is 22,000 plus this is the interest part. PRT, P is 20,000 times R. Rate is 8%. 8% means decimal 08 time 5 years. So 5, which is 22,000 plus. Use your calculator and multiply these three numbers. You get 8,800. Okay. Now add these two numbers. You get 30,800. Okay. So she'll be paying 30,800. So what is the monthly payment? So monthly payment she is paying in 5 years. 5 years means 12 months per year. So 12 times 5, 60 months. So we divide this by 60. So 30,800 divided by 60, and using your calculator you get 513.33. Okay, in part C, what is the total amount of interest paid over the course of the loan? So interest paid was here. This is the interest paid. 22,000 was the principal, so 8,800. Okay, and let's go to the next question. Ryan is buying a new house. He takes out 160,000 at 5% interest for 20 years. Complete the first 2 months of his amortization schedule. So this is the formula given. This R is the monthly payment. Okay, this is the monthly payment. Monthly payment, let's find the monthly payments which are equal. So P, that's 160,000 times R over 12. R is rate 5%, so decimal 05 divided by 12. So that goes on the top, all divided by 1 minus 12 over 12 plus R. R is 0.05. So 12, we can add 12 plus 0.05, which is 12.05. Okay, if you add, that's 1205 raised to 12 times T. So 12, 20 years. Okay, so 12 times 20, that's 240. So it goes 240. Now multiply the top. You multiply this with decimal 05 and divide by 12. Okay, you get 666.67 on the top. On the bottom, you divide 12 by 12.05 and raise that to 240. Okay, let me do over here. So this is 1 minus, you can do everything in one time, by the way. So 12 divided by 12.05 raised to 240. That gives 0.3686445. So you need to take a lot of decimals. Next, you subtract this from 1, then divide the top. Okay, so this is, let me write over here, 667.67. 1 minus this number is 0.631355. Now divide this by this using your calculator, you get 1053.93. So this is the monthly amount. This is principal plus interest for each month for the next 20 years. Okay, but the question wants, in the payment one, out of 1,053.93, how much is the interest and how much is the principal? Okay, do not assume half goes to interest and half goes to principal. No. So we need to find the interest paid. Okay, the interest paid is interest I is always PRT. So principal is now 160,000. So let me calculate this over here. So the interest paid is P is 160,000 P. R is 5%, decimal 05. This is for first payment, means first month. So 1 month means 1 divided by 12, because we have to change the time in terms of years. So 1 month is 1 out of 12 years. If you multiply this, you multiply these two and divide by 12, you get 666.67. In fact, this is the same thing on the top when you calculated the monthly payments. So R is the monthly payment. This is the same amount. Okay, so the interest paid for the first month is 666.67. Now what is the principal payment? We know that the total payment is here 1053.93. that's the total payment. So total payment minus 666.67, that gives 389.26. that's the principal. So if you add these two, that should be the total payment. Now how much is the principal? Now after first payment, what is the balance of the principal? So initially it's $160,000. Now we paid $389.26. so you subtract this from 160,000, that gives 159. use your calculator, 610.74. okay, that's the principal after first month. Now for the second one, we need to do same thing. Interest payment, interest is PRT, but the principal is now less than the original. So originally it was 160, but after the first payment the principal is down, little bit down here. Okay, so PRT, so let's find here. So P is 159,610.74. okay, that's the principal. R, the rate is same, so 5%, decimal 05, times T is just monthly payment. 1 month means 1 over 12. Now you multiply these two and divide by 12. So that's how you get the interest. Okay, and use your calculator, multiply these two and divide by 12. It will be 665.04. Then what is the principal payment? So come back here and look at the right hand side. So the total payment is always 1,053.93. okay, 1,053.93 cents. So out of this is the interest payment. So subtract 665 from 1,053.93, then you get the principal. That's 390.89. Now what is the balance? So this is the balance after the first month. So we want to find the balance after the second month. So this minus 390. Okay, 159,610 minus 390, that gives 159 to 19.85. okay, what happens is the interest payment will be decreasing in each payment and the principal payment will be increasing. Okay, final.